Hey, welcome to Cat's Creations live on Sunday night, where we are going to be making some signs using a product called torch paste. So some of these signs you're going to see in future designs of mine, and so many of you commented about how amazing this product was. You can actually find this on Amazon, and I will be posting my Amazon affiliate link in the description box to this video once we finish airing. So, and then I'll also post the link to the Black & Decker heat gun in case you want to order those, and then you'll be off and running. So it's really important in our business to kind of have a wide range of products and a wide range of price points. And so this may be something you want to incorporate into your business. I've always wanted to, at some point, have the ability to do a sign when I needed a sign. Like, I might have my next door neighbor say, oh, I'm hoping that you can make me a wreath, and I need a sign, and I know I can't get it shipped quick enough, but I know I can make it. So I started in with Chalk Couture, I want to say a couple of years ago. And so all I've been doing is buying transfers based on the things that I thought I would like to turn into signs or some future projects. So, and then of course these make really great products for you guys that are doing craft fairs, because there are such a wide variety of ways to use them. I'm also going to post the link for yesterday's Make Ornaments 3 Ways, because I showed you how you can use wood slices and smaller transfers to create a very unique look. It's like a wood burned look. To create Christmas ornaments out of 3 to 3.5 inch wood slices. But today I thought I'd show you how we are going to do some signs. So I have some that I've done that are on an actual wood slice, just like this one. So we're going to be making a couple of these that are done with the actual bark still on it. You can get simple things like this, or even small cutting boards at the Dollar Tree, and then also do the same technique, and then you can hand make your own simple gifts for very little money, and it doesn't take an awful lot of time. So once you wood burn it with the torch paste, you can also come back in if you wanted to and stain it and give it kind of an old world look like we did with this love sign. So let's go ahead and get started. If you want to keep a copy of this video, do me a favor and click that share button at the bottom, and that'll go ahead and share this to your page so you have this tutorial ready once you get all of your products. Now, I like using the Chalk Couture transfers because they're super easy to clean, and they create a sticky surface that prevents my torch paste from going any other place except where I want it to be on the stencil. So we're going to burn a Merry Christmas into this fancy piece of wood. I think I got this at Walmart. No, Hobby Lobby. So this is from the wood pile at Hobby Lobby. You can get these when they go on sale. These make for super adorable signs. Then you're going to get torch paste in a small little squeegee. And then all you're going to do is take a very small amount, like so, and you are just going to take this and run this, a very thin coat, all the way along the edge of the sign, making sure that you get it all the way . So just slide it all the way to the end. Try it to burn your design. So as you can see, I didn't run it all the way to the end because I don't want to go past that. So I'm going to simply take all the excess, take all that off. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Just make sure that we're not wasting any product. And I've actually had this little jar for a very long time to create quite a few designs. So once we do that, once we have it on, you're going to want to let it dry about 3 to 5 minutes. And then right now you can see exactly how that transfer is going to come through. You can see where the light orange is. I'm just going to take this. I am actually dropping this into a little Glad Tupperware basin because I'm not ready to wash it just yet. But that'll keep the torch paste from settling into my transfer until I get an opportunity to go with soap and water. That's all it cleans with. And we'll let that dry. Let's go ahead and do another one. I also find that when you have your transfer, sometimes the biggest challenge is matching up your backs to your transfers. So if on the back of your transfer, you simply write what it is, when it's dry and washed, then you'll know that this was the Merry Christmas transfer. Let me show you what else we're going to do. So this one is actually from Walmart. This is a door knocker. So we are going to use this reindeer parking transfer. Let's show you what we're going to do. Since we have to wait for them to dry, I thought we would do them and then we would burn them all at the end. So I'm just going to peel this off.
Hi Anna, hi Linda, hi Debbie, hi gals.
I'm going to position this so that the nice thing about the chocolate transfers is they're transparent, so I can actually see the edges of where my wood is. So I want to make sure that everything is nice and straight. And I want to make sure that there's no air bubbles anywhere. I've actually taken this transfer and actually used it on one of my mirrors in our home for Christmas. So that's already done. We will scoop out our paste. Again, making sure you get all the detailed areas on your transfer. You don't have to like run it into areas where there isn't anything. Like I want to make sure all my reindeer's done, all my lettering and the dots are done. I'm going to bring this down. And I want to get all the details in that reindeer parking. Just like so.
Yeah, you could even find a stencil that has like a line, and you could do like a line above it and below it.
Yes, you could. Actually, I think I have a stencil like that, but... So we're changing everything to that light orange color. Just pull everything down so we can get it right in here. I'm going to go ahead and remove all my excess. Just like that. Not that there is much excess. Put all that back in that container. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this transfer completely off. Take this and throw this in that water bath. Just like that. We'll let this dry and then I'll show you how we're going to burn this. Okay, couple more. So we're going to take this Snowman because I actually love this. It's going to go on a wood slice round. And I feel that this has to be the top. So this would be the top where we hang it. It says there's snow place like home, which would make for an adorable sign. This has never been used before. Let's go ahead and do these. I'm attempting to get the transfer separated. It's like a silk screen. And we just want to make sure we line up our snowman right there to the top. Press it all down. Let me go ahead and write on the back of this that this is the Snowman, so that I know. And that on the back of this was our reindeer parking. These are also what I have used on my microwave. And I've used the snowflake ones to do all of our windows and mirrors for Christmas. Just with the regular chalk paste. Okay. This is where I sometimes wish I would have cut this in half. But let's go ahead and make sure we don't want it to go beyond our transfer, so that we keep everything that is white space that's going to eventually become black space. And this was a new product I discovered last year, and I was just like, this makes things so much easier to do.
Yeah, especially with all the stencils that you have.
Yeah, I have hundreds of stencils, and I haven't even used them. And when I found out that I could use the torch paste on it, I was like, well, now I know what I'm going to do with all my transfers. I'm going to make gorgeous wood signs. These are something you could do, you know, in addition at your booth. A lot of us are like, well, what do we put on our table? Well, what if you did torch paste transfers that yield the same design as like a wood, like you wood burning. I just want to make sure that I'm separating those so you can see how that's going to come out on our wood slice. And the last one we're going to do is a very rustic Merry Christmas.
Hey everyone.
So, and you'll see how what magic this creates. So these I get at Hobby Lobby whenever they go on sale. This one just happens to be a 12 by 10 wood slice. It's two-sided, so you can kind of figure out which side you want to use. We are going to do the Merry Christmas, so this will end up going up in our house. This actually went on our bathroom mirrors throughout our house too.
And all these transfers are the Chalk Couture transfers?
So if you're interested in them and want to order them, you can message me at info@catscreationsandmore.com, and I can get you the information if these transfers are still available. A lot of them is sold out because they were, I think, from 2 or 3 years ago. I think this one was from last year. No, this is 2020. So I'm going to show you all the detail that you see in that sign is going to come through. You can take these transfers as well and use ink on them. Like we've done pillows. We've done like an old vintage reindeer on pillow covers.
So it looks like Dawn just came in. She said, so what paste are you using?
This is a torch paste. Amazon sells it. And so this is for people who like the wood burning look, but maybe lack the ability to do it, or you just really don't want to tackle, you know, learning how to wood burn as well.
Pam, she doesn't sell the paste, but she'll send you the link to where you can get it.
Yeah.
And you can just purchase it right from Amazon from her link.
Yep.
Super easy.
There was a lot of people who said that they were unable to find the paste in a single, you know, just buying it, just one container. A lot of times you get kind of, sometimes you have to buy it in more than one container. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, this one's just about done. I usually give it 2 full coats, which just means run it over twice, just to make sure you've hit all the details. Remove your excess. Wipe off your excess. I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And you can see I still have a lot left. So it's just torch paste. It's wood burning fuel, believe it or not. So I'm going to pull this off. Come on.
Alright, so maybe I could just cook my logs with those.
Hmm?
Maybe I could just cook the logs that I use with those.
You?
Yeah.
No. Don't. Yeah, I would not recommend wood burning paste to start a wood stove fire. Okay. So let us try this. Okay, I'm going to set this one aside because this is the last one we did. We started with the Merry Christmas sign, but the one that you didn't see me do and that I had done before was, I don't know if you can kind of see this. It's a little bear with all the greenery, and then it says Merry Christmas. So what you're going to need is a heat gun that goes up to at least, what is it, 1300 watts?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. And what you want to do is you don't want to hold it directly over the wood. You want to constantly be moving it back and forth because you want to warm up the entire surface. And then at some point, oh, you turned everything off?
Yeah.
At some point, you'll see that design start to begin the wood burning process. So we're putting it on high, starting at about, 5 inches from the surface. We're heating the entire surface first. So I'm going to start at the top.
Yes, what do you use to clean your transfers after to get the torch paste off?
Soap and water. Just soap and water.
Literally, she just has a bin and she puts them in water. And then once we get back inside, we'll clean them off. The torch paste cleans off really easily.
It's actually easier to take off the transfers than the chalk paste. Just takes it a little bit to get the surface heated. And here it comes. And it'll get darker. You just want to make sure you're doing it on a surface. Like I just have this on wood. I can't do it on my cutting mat because it would warp my cutting mat.
Steve asked, does it give off a smell? No.
It's right now it smells like it would if you were wood burning. So it just smells like burnt wood. But it's
there's no
not
chemical
strong.
smell.
No, there's no chemical smell at all. Okay, let's get the bear to come through. And you can decide how, maybe you like the whole burnt two-tone look. It's entirely up to you. It's kind of like a burnt ombre. It takes a little bit longer for the torch paste in the rings to start going all the way through, but it will. To me, it's almost like magic. So let's get all that detail in the branches.
fun watching it transform.
It's like magic, right? You can kind of see it's there, but then
She said, it is magic. I need that link for the torch paste.
I promise you that if you want to go to my YouTube channel now and find the how to make ornaments 3 ways, the affiliate link is already posted in that video.
That's the link. That's the video she just posted on Friday.
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah.
Let's get this going. It takes larger surfaces, like a large surface area, a little bit longer to burn all the in to the surface. Get the last bit over here. And I'm doing a larger surface area than we did yesterday when we were doing the ornaments. Yeah, the ornaments were just doing 3 inches at a time, so I didn't have to move it and heat up surfaces too much.
She said he would like the link for the heat gun as well.
I will. Both of them are already there. So if you go to the YouTube video from yesterday, the Black & Decker heat gun and the torch paste are already there.
So Tracy, yeah, it's a chalk couture stencil that she's using torch paste to heat up the images and burn the images into the wood.
I'm just trying to get the detail to come back out in my letters on the top now. Okay. So literally, this is exactly what it looks like, and it's not it's very warm, but that's it. And that is all the detail that you see in that wood slice. So it looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I think the next thing that we did was the Merry Christmas sign. So I'm going to show you what that looks like as we burn this. This one should go fairly quick because it's not a very thick surface.
Kristen, I love that. I need that and the stencils to do it.
So send me an email. Let's see if these will work on this. It looks like it is. It's just weird. It's kind of like a bubbly look. There it goes. And I mean, you can go to like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and get stencils anywhere. You just want to make sure that you have a really good, like it has to be stuck on there really good to make sure the torch paste stays just where you want it to. It doesn't seep underneath.
She said, awesome, thank you. I didn't realize I had that. It's beautiful.
Like I said, it came across on a Facebook ad last year, and I was like, oh man, I want that.
And then Tommy said, does the paste have to dry before you burn it? About 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I always say 3 to 5 because you want the torch paste to actually go into the wood and soak in so that it absorbs, and so it'll only burn the area in which you've applied your torch paste to. And I don't get paid by torch paste to solicit their products. This is just something amazing and unique I found, and I was like, as a wreath maker and a creative, it's like you can make a ton of different things for family and friends or for yourself, or even just to sell like this. this one.
Steve Michaels are watching you and watching the National Christmas Tree lighting at the same time.
So there is our Merry Christmas sign. So that one is all done. I think we did the reindeer parking. So I'm just burning these in the order that they've been sitting. So this one's going to be our door knocker. And so what I'm saying you can do with this, let's give you the dimensions on this piece. It's 18 inches at its longest. It is about 8, it's like, not 8, it's like 7 7/4. And then it's super thin, but imagine adding a gorgeous bow and some greenery to this. And you can place this on your door or on your wall.
Yeah, Cal posted a Peely mix, but it's also on the video she did yesterday on YouTube, both the torch paste and the heat gun.
So this is our reindeer parking sign.
Dorothy, yes, it's called torch paste.
You just gotta get the surface heated. Santa's sleigh. Like once it gets to a certain temperature, it just starts to instantly burn right away.
And it says, hello everyone, really like getting here. The torch paste stuff is like magic.
It is. I love using it.
Okay. Don, it's a Black & Decker heat gun.
Yeah, it's a 1300 watt heat gun. It has to at least hit the 1300.
And so do you have to seal it? You can seal it if you want to.
I prefer to seal it.
Just
So I
like
just
a
use a clear, yeah, you can use a shine, you can use a gloss or a matte, depending upon what look you want.
You'll still in as a good clear spray paint.
Because even like people who do the woodworking or the actual wood burning, once it's left out in the elements, it's going to wear and eventually fade. So you can choose how well you want it to burn. You can choose to go with like an ombre color on your wood burn, like on the G if you don't want to go all the way. You can decide how much you want your letters to look.
No problem, guys. Just saying thank you to have that stuff.
Yeah, I just thought we would do signs tonight so that we can make some different things this week. Finish up. Details. And then the last part. Yeah. There's that.
Getting the face done does pretty well because it's inside her shop and we can actually see our own breath right now.
So there you go. Let's finish this a little bit. So there is our door hanger that we're going to be working on. You're going to see us finish this out probably by Tuesday. And we'll add greenery and a bow to this, and then it's already got its own hanger on here, so we're going to go ahead and finish that up. And then let's do our snowman. So this was the snowman that we did with the transfer. I'll like replace that with this, and let's do our snowman. You can read it from the tablet, babe.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I see that quicker than I see it here.
You do. You'll see it on the Mevo.
She said, oh, for sealing is a good idea. I was wondering if you could paint wood before burning it.
No.
But it would burn, right? So, yeah, you don't want to paint it, so.
But you can stain it afterwards. Like,
yeah, you can stain it if you want to. Like if you want to stain the wood a little bit darker, you definitely can.
you can paint it afterwards too, and then just seal everything. But definitely paint after wood burning. Well, you can even do regular paint too. So now let's get his hat coming in. Remember where the rings are, it just gotta soak in a little bit more. I'm super anxious to see this one.
Yeah, we'll keep this one.
But I'll make other ones though. Okay, let's do
that's awesome. So I'm just so glad I caught this live.
It's so easy. Look, we've already, like,
That's the fourth one.
yeah, this is the fourth one. Well, I had the bear one already done.
Yeah.
Just so we would have something dry. Like, you can choose to give him like a little bit of a ombre nose. See, we can leave his nose ombre if we wanted to, like that.
Yeah.
I'll fill it all the way in there. Let's get it all in. Remember, you've got to heat the surface first.
So thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. He's got a little bit of an ombre nose. Well, you should have said something before. I torched it. Let's get his hands. And this is on the highest setting on the Black & Decker. So it's got like a 1 and a 2. This is on a 2.
I guess you can even ombre like the words, right?
Yeah, you can ombre the words if you wanted.
Yeah.
You can just stop where you see your design. Like if you wanted to keep your feet a little bit there. You know, it looks really good when you're doing them for Halloween.
Yeah, Kathy Richardson, I have a lot of transfers ordered. I have a ton of transfers. Order the small wood rounds that you used yesterday. Awesome, Kathy.
Yes. So if you're like me and you have a ton of transfers, order some wood, get a heat gun and a couple jars of the torch paste, and go to town. Add some diversity to your shop and just create some really adorable signs. Okay, let's get him going.
Tommy said bye-bye to my old wood burning kit.
It's funny, I have so many of my friends that, you know, they struggle with trying to achieve this look in wood burning. And then when I showed them this, they were like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
How do I order the transfers? Where do I get the paste?
This would be a great Christmas present. Yeah, all these signs would be a great Christmas present.
You could just, like, look. Bam, knock them all out.
Even the torch paste and the heat dryer would be a great Christmas present.
That's what it was for me last year. I got my heat gun and my torch paste and my scorch marker. So we're almost done with this one.
Kathy, what size is the wood you're using now? We'll measure it once she's done.
I want to say it's like, I think it's 12 tall. It might be a little longer though, I'll tell you in a second. Let me get this last one.
Probably like a 10 by like 14.
Making sure I got all my... this one is, I need to do his hat just a little bit more. So this is a 14 by, let's see, 6, like 8, 9.5. Let me get this little part right up here that didn't quite burn. How beautiful that is.
Yeah.
And then all you're going to want to do afterwards is you're going to want to flip it over. This is what you're going to want to order. If you wanted to, like if he's going to sit, like you can put him in one of those, like a, what is it? Like a recipe book holder or plate holder. You can have it sit if you want to change it out year round. If you want to go ahead and add a hanger to the back, you'll simply flip it over. You will get these things where you just, they're little hangers with little points on the end.
For the pictures, yeah.
You will measure it wherever it's even, and then you're just going to tap this in wherever that would be. I don't want to do it now because I need to measure it because this one's slightly off. But look, it just goes in super simple like that. And there's your hanger. So your hanger's all set. There's Mr. Snowman. It's all done. That actually just pushed in.
Huh?
Yeah. Okay, let's do the last one. This one I'm a little worried about because there's a part in the transfer where it kind of stuck, but we'll give it our best shot and see what happened. So I think there's going to be some missing points. But we'll look. This transfer was the one that stuck for you when we did it on the mirror.
Yeah.
And I think this one just had...
Which makes it more rustic.
Sure. So let's get this rustic Merry Christmas in.
Can you use any stencil with the torch paste? You just have to make sure that it sticks really good.
Yes. So you want to make sure that whatever surface like you're placing it on, that you're not going to get that torch paste under the transfer. So I think on some of the transfers that I've seen at like Hobby Lobby, there's like a little bit of an adhesive that you can get to help it stick, and that's why I like the Chalk Couture stencils, because they have a little bit of a stickiness to them, but not enough to make it difficult to come off, except this one.
Kat, yeah, you need to. But Kat said you need to let it dry about 3 to 5 minutes after you put the torch paste on.
Yeah. See, this is that area where we ran.
Yeah.
It kind of went with the wood grain and stuck to the wood grain. Okay. Let's do this. Let's give it a solid Mary. That, and let's give it a rustic Christmas. So if you want it, you can kind of leave it like that if you like that ombre color, how it's kind of got a little bit of a light, but then it's part of your wood. You can definitely do that. I'm going to finish it all the way out. But because you have control over the gun and the heat, you can decide where you want to stop.
Dorothy, note the torch paste comes off very easy off the transfer. You just need to make sure you need to have some little bin or tub that you can put it in water.
So there's our Merry Christmas, just like that. So look, we did all of these basically from start to finish, with the exception of the bear, because I already had done him, so he had portions to dry. But we torch paste this one, this one, this one, this one. This was already pre-done, and then we wood burn them all. I did all of these in less than 40 minutes from start to finish. And then, like Steve says, they just sit, like I just keep them in a little water bath like this, so it prevents the torch paste from drying inside the transfers. Then I'll just take these, go inside, a little bit of soap and water on a sponge, rinse off one side, rinse off the other side, and they're done. And then they're ready to reuse as many times as we want. But I promise you, I will post the link. So for those of you that are going to watch this on YouTube, I will post the link in the description box for this video. For those of you that are watching this live on Facebook, once this goes to replay, I'll go back in and edit. I will put in the link for the torch paste so that you can order that. And then also, oops, I don't want to put this in the water, the Black & Decker 1300 heat gun. I want to say the torch paste was like right around 20. We're right around 25. So have these all set up gorgeous on a craft fair table and just sell them, and or take these and integrate these in whatever wood design you're going to use. Like we're going to be using this one, we're going to be using the up on the housetop. We will finish those completely out in a design. These guys are going in our house, so what questions do you guys have that I can answer for you? It's super easy. It's a lot of fun. I think I made something like whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think. Why did you give me this?
Oh, just if you want to see the questions.
Oh, okay. Well, I was having you field my questions. I want to say I did like a set of 12 farmhouse ornaments, and then I added another 12 Christmas ornaments, and I did all those in like less than an hour from start to finish, doing all the transfers, cleaning all the transfers, burning all the designs, and then all I have left to do is put the twine on them. But
Kathy asked, what do you seal it with?
Like clear lacquer.
Clear lacquer. Just make sure it says non-yellowy.
Yes. So, and preferably water-based, right? Is it water-based?
So. Yeah.
I think it's water-based only, non-yellowing. You can get the matte if you want it to have a matte finish. If you want it to have a clear, shiny finish, then get the gloss. And then that's it. Like these ones, these are sealed already. So this just has a matte finish to it, but it's completely sealed. Same thing with this. And same thing with like the Dollar Tree cutting board. I just sealed this with a clear lacquer. Just, it's more for decoration, not for actual use. And then this will end up getting integrated into a vintage Valentine's Day design when we put this in a wreath. But any other questions you guys have?
As you said, when washing the transfer, does it matter temperature of the water? Just cool water.
Yeah, I just do it like comfortable enough for your hands.
Yep.
I wouldn't go overly hot.
Doesn't need to be hot or warm, just cool water.
Yeah, just literally lukewarm water. Like the stuff that's in here is just cold water right now. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining me. And I will talk to you guys next week, Friday. And I can't wait to come back. Watch my Facebook page. I will show you what these finished designs look like. When we, like for the reindeer parking, we go ahead and elaborate. Add the bow, make something adorable and cute, and we'll add our Merry Christmas sign into something else. But have an amazing rest of your week. We're getting close to Christmas, and I hope to talk to you all soon. All right.
You want to talk about the private group?
Yeah, if you'd like to join my private group, we are going to be incorporating these in the next 2 days in the design. We're going to do the door hanger tomorrow, and then we'll do the Merry Christmas design on our Tuesday. You can join. It's at, are you pinning the link?
Yep.
It's on my website, catscreationsandmore.com. Also, you can contact me there if you want more information about the stuff that you saw tonight or affiliate links or anything like that. I'd be happy to help you. All right, everyone. Have an amazing night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.